want y'all to follow my Instagram at cole.manxx. Follow my Instagram, y'all, at cole.manxx, guys. We got over 1,000 videos over there. Also, too, man, y'all hit that like button, y'all hit that subscribe button, y'all donate to the channel, and also, too, man, share this video, man. Share this live, all right, man? I appreciate it. 7 signs of an evil woman sent by the devil, man. The evil woman, she's attached to this third dimensional realm. She attached to the material plane. So you guys gotta understand that the evil woman, the Bible states verbatim, people will become lovers of themselves, worshipers of themselves. The evil woman, she worship herself, right? She don't want anything to do with God, right? She don't have God in her life. So that reverses her frequency to a carnal mind state, and it reverses her mindset to dark psychology. So now it opened doors for demons. You know what I'm saying? Because God has given her over to a reprobated mind. Because her mind is idle. You know what I'm saying? Her mind is not spiritual connected to the Most High. Alright, guys? So we're going to get into it, guys. Number one, you lack the spirit of love. This is a sign of an evil woman, guys. The evil woman, she lacks the spirit of love. You know what I'm saying? She operates based off of deception. She operate based off of manipulation, right? She operate based off of gaslighting. You know what I'm saying? She propagate the toxic traits upon the narcissism. So you guys gotta understand that this is a sign of an evil woman. You know what I'm saying? So if you this type of woman, you better rebuke that demonic spirit up out of you before you miss heaven. Because God got a place for an evil woman. That's hell. So when a woman is lacking the spirit of love, she can't show you no love like you showing her love. You know what I'm saying? That's a woman that she's a worshiper of herself. So the Bible states verbatim, resist the devil and the devil will flee. And the devil is not a man or a woman, it's a spirit, right? So, you know, in the Bible it's preferred as a man, but it's really just a spirit, right? It's a low vibrational demonic spirit. So you got to resist this type of woman. You don't need her around you. You don't need her in your orbit. You don't need her in your circle. You know what I'm saying? Because she's all about herself. She wants people to praise her, right? She's not gonna reciprocate any type of energy that you giving her, any type of positive energy. She's not gonna reciprocate that. But when it comes down to negative energy, she's the first one to step up to reciprocate that, right? Because she's being used by a demonic spirit. No, she don't have God in her, right? She don't have no connection with the Most High. So it all works as energy with demons, right? And the devil. But this sign of you, woman. Number two, guys, you manipulate others for gain. This is a sign of an evil woman. When you try to manipulate other people for gain, for a lot of times material gain, you know what I'm saying? You playing games with people. You trying to see what you can get out of other people instead of working for it. See, the Bible states verbatim, faith without works is dead. So, and that doesn't apply to only men. Faith without works is dead. That apply to women also. You know what I'm saying? So, you got to work for what you want. But if you got that spirit of manipulation, you got that lazy spirit because your self-esteem is low, you vibrating at a low frequency, this is a sign of an evil woman. You don't want to be around this type of woman. I'm telling you. This type of woman always trying to see what she can get out of other people. Right? It's a succubus spirit. You know what I'm saying? You, like I said, that manipulative spirit, you got to watch out for that manipulative spirit. Because you got to have the spirit of discernment. You got to have God in you. You know what I'm saying? When you got God in you, you'll deviate from manipulation. You'll be able to detect it. Because God gives you that spirit of discernment. You know what I'm saying? God will raise up a standard up against those that try to use you, that try to misuse you. Right? Excuse me. God will show this evil woman his wrath when she try to use you. You know what I'm saying? So if you got this type of spirit, you an evil woman. You've been sent by Satan. You know what I'm saying? You need to get rid of this type of spirit. This is not the spirit of God. You got to ignore people in the background. Just, excuse me, guys. You know what I'm saying? But this is a sign that you're dealing with a woman that's not at your best interest. Right? And a lot of these type of women, this is what they operate based off of. Manipulation. That they don't operate off of the spirit of love. Right? You know what I'm saying? They always trying to figure out, they'll try to destroy a powerful man. This is what the evil woman does. She's trying to bring down powerful men that has money. She's trying to bring down powerful people that got money, right? Powerful women that got money, because she's not operating based off of love. She's worshiping herself, so she's trying to always get the ups on the next person. This is what the evil woman does. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, she don't believe that God is her guider, is her true protector, right? She don't believe that God is her king. She don't believe that God is in control. She don't believe that. She believes that she's supposed to be in control. You know what I'm saying? That's a slap in the face to God. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to mock God. That's what the evil woman does. That's why she's trying to manipulate, try to control. Right? She's trying to use manipulation. And we all know manipulation is a form of witchcraft. You know what I'm saying? So that's demonic spirits that's in her mind, telling her to manipulate every chance that she get. Right? That, you know, that's the spirit of greediness. She got a greedy spirit. Right? You know what I'm saying? So you gotta watch out for this type of woman. All right. Number 3, guys. You betray those who help you. This sign of an evil woman. When you betray people that help you, you know what I'm saying? And they being genuine towards you, and they trying to give to you, they trying to show you love, and you betraying them, you know, they're supporting you, but you don't want to support them. This sign of an evil woman. You know what I'm saying? This woman has been sent by Satan. Especially when it comes down to men. You don't want to help men that help you. You are an evil woman. You've been sent by Satan. You think that all men just owe you, and you don't owe a man anything? You don't owe a man no type of support, right? You know what I'm saying? You need to get rid of this type of woman if you're a man. You don't need these women. You don't need that woman in your life. That woman is gonna bring you down, not only financially, but she's gonna bring you down spiritually, right? She's gonna drain your energy. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be hard for you to level up. Being with a woman that's gonna betray you every time you help her, she don't help you, right? You know what I'm saying? She's trying to scam you out of your finances, right? Get rid of this type of woman. You know what I'm saying? That's the demonic spirit working through her. And I'm telling you guys, that's in these relationships. I see men, you know, yeah, men are taught to provide, but women are taught to be a helpmate to a man. And a lot of women, they don't want to be a helpmate to a man. Being a helpmate means to provide as well. You gotta give to get. That's how it is. You gotta give to get. And a lot of you men, you're afraid to speak up and tell these women. You know what I'm saying? The Bible states verbatim, you have not because you ask not. So don't be afraid to tell these women to give to you in a relationship like you giving to them if you are a man. You know what I'm saying? Now I said a lot of you men are you afraid. You think you're supposed to put in all the work. Nah. The woman is supposed to be a helpmate to a man, so if she's supposed to help you, that means that she's supposed to provide as well. But a lot of people, they look over that, right? They try to deviate. A lot of these women, they try to deviate away from that because they got the demonic spirit working through them, right? You know, they feel entitled. They think everybody owes them, right? And they don't owe nobody nothing. You know, a lot of these women, they're so demonic, they think they don't even owe God anything. They never owe God anything. They think they don't have to obey His commandments, His laws, right? They don't think that the average woman don't want to obey God's laws and commandments. They don't want to do that. No. You know what I'm saying? Because they stuck in their carnal-minded mind state, right? They attached to this material plane. And God let the devil control this material world, right? So, but they want to obey the laws of the devil. Right, in this material plane. That's do without will. That's what they want to obey. Do whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? This is what the women obeying. The devil's laws, right? His laws and commandments. And they deviate away from God's laws and commandments because it comes with accountability. All right, guys? But this is a sign of an evil woman, you know, sent by Satan. Number 4, guys, you envy successful people. This sign of an evil woman sent by Satan. You envy other people that's successful, right? And when it comes down to the successful man, you envy him. You see a lot of these celebrity women envy these celebrity men. And you see a lot of these just these regular women. They envy celebrity men that's very, very successful. You know what I'm saying? When you're dealing with an evil woman, she's going to always try to bring you down. She's going to always try to bring a powerful man down financially. That's the evil woman's agenda. You know what I'm saying? Because she's being used by a demonic fallen angel spirit. Right? She's doing the work of the devil. You know what I'm saying? All she want to do is take, drain. You know what I'm saying? That powerful man. And this is what these women are trying to do. They're trying to bring powerful men down, bring successful men down, men of wealth. You know what I'm saying? They want to take on the biggest fish, right? By getting BBLs, by trying to deceive men with their body, with their looks, and all that type of stuff. But that one right there, she's sent by Satan. Women that get BBLs and all this type of stuff, I'm not saying all of them, but the majority of them. No, I'm going to say all of them. I'll take that back. I'm going to say all of them. They're trying to deceive men, right? They're trying to use their body. You know what I'm saying? They want men to worship them. You see, a lot of you women, or a lot of you men are wondering why all these women get BBLs. It's like, no woman got a small butt anymore. You know, it's like every woman got a big butt now. It's like weird. Like, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Because they're trying to use that to gain a fan base, right, online. Because they want men and women, they want everybody to worship them, right? And it's working. The work of the devil is working. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of men are weak, right? But this is a sign of an evil woman sent by Satan. She's trying to, she envies successful people. She can't stand another successful woman, right? You know what I'm saying? When she get around a successful woman, she don't want to pay her no attention. She's not happy for her, right? You know what I'm saying? Or if she's trying to get around a successful woman, she's trying to play her. She's trying to use her. She's trying to manipulate her out of her success. Or she's trying to bring her business down. You women got to be careful. You successful women that got the Spirit of God working through you, you guys got to be careful about these evil women. You know what I'm saying? Because they'll try to act like they have good intentions and act like they want to work with you or work, well, you know what I'm saying? Try to help you out with their business, but only to destroy it. You know what I'm saying? The Bible states verbatim, the devil comes as a roaring lion seeking who he may devour. She'll try to destroy your business, right? These evil women, right? They'll try to destroy, these evil women, they'll destroy anything. Anything that's successful, that they can't control, they try to destroy it. Churches, right? Successful business, households, right? You know, happy homes. They'll try to break up a happy home. This is what the demonic woman does. Right? Anything that's successful, she destroys because she's not successful. Right? She's not what she want to be. So, coming these some sad times we living in. People are blinded by vanity. Yeah. Yep. It's facts, man. All right, but this sign of an evil woman that's been sent by Satan. Number 5, guys. You use your kids to control their dad. This sign of an evil woman sent by Satan. A lot of these women do this. You know, they'll have a man on child support, and the man, he'll pay his child support. And what she'll do is she'll blow that money, the majority of that money, she'll spend it on her. Nails, you know what I'm saying, bags, all this type of stuff. And then what she'll do is she'll ask the man for more money. And if he doesn't give her that money, she'll basically scandalize his name. She'll basically humiliate him. You know, she'll basically tell her kids, "Oh, no, you can't go with your dad this weekend." When really he has visitation on the weekends, but she'll say, "Nope, you can't go with your dad on the week because he's broke." Right? When really he already paid his child support. She's trying to get more money out of him. You know what I'm saying? When you try to use a man's kids against him, you know what I'm saying? Because you can't get what you want out of him because he doesn't want you anymore, right? This is a sign of the evil woman that's been sent by Satan. You got to watch out for these type of women. A lot of women do this, guys. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women, they'll paint a picture in their kids' heads that all men are evil. All men are bad. All men are no good. You know what I'm saying? This is what the evil woman does. She try to use her kids to go against their own dad. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of men, they don't speak on this. But I'm going to speak on this. Because that's wrong. That's a demonic spirit that's working through you. If you're doing this. Right? Because you don't want to pick up extra hours at work. You know what I'm saying? It takes 2 to make a kid. It ain't all on the man. Right? You know what I'm saying? Y'all got to work together. The Bible says verbatim, where there's unity, there's strength. But a lot of women, they're not looking for unification. They try to use manipulation, right? They try to use their kids to control their dad. This is sad, guys. A lot of kids, they've been raised by a single mother. They've been taught that a lot of men are trash. A lot of men are toxic, right? They taught that and by these women saying all this type of stuff about men, they don't respect men. This is why a lot of kids, they don't respect men, right? And you gotta be careful what you're listening to. Because it's some kids that's going to watch this as well. You got to be careful about what you're listening to when it comes down to your mother talking down on your dad. Now, I can see if it's true, but she shouldn't be talking down on him, right? But I can see if she's saying what she's saying is true, right? If he got the demonic spirit, that's something different. But if he's nothing like that when you are around him, right? And she's just constantly just putting him down, right? She's got a demonic spirit working through her. She's an evil woman that's been sent by Satan, right? She's trying to get you to turn on your dad. When your dad... He's not an evil man, right? It's just your dad, he doesn't want to be with her no more. So she's angry and upset, and now she's trying to use you, right? Or she's trying to scandalize his name, talk down to him to try to make it seem like all men are evil. When really, she's the evil one that's been sent by Satan, right? So you kids got to be careful about listening to your mom when it comes down to men and all that type of stuff. Because a lot of women, they do this. And it's sad. But, you know what I'm saying? Your dad, most likely, he loves you. Your dad want to be around you. But your mother allowed you to say that, oh, your dad don't want to see you this weekend. He got something to do. Because she can't get more money out of him. You know what I'm saying? Or she can't get whatever she want out of him. Right? So you guys got to be careful, man. This is why, as a kid, you need a personal relationship with your dad. Right? Get his number. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad I was raised by both of my parents. My parents are married, but for you kids that's been raised by your mother, get your dad number. You know what I'm saying? If you can, get a personal relationship with him. Don't go based off of what your mom says, right? Because like I said, it's a lot of these women. They're bitter, right? They're bitter towards men. They say all men are evil, all this type of stuff when it's not true, right? They a lot of them. I'm not saying all women, right? Because there's some godly women, but a lot of these single mothers, they're operating off of manipulation, right? All right, because that's what they've been taught, to manipulate men. And then they get mad when they can't do it. All right, guys? Number 6, guys. Another sign of evil woman sent by Satan. You trade your body for material gain. This is a sign that a woman's been sent by Satan. And a lot of women, they don't know this, but this is all factual. When you sell your body to a man for his money, right? You selling what's between your legs for a man's money, you're selling your soul. That's a form of selling your soul. Because when you sell your soul, you sell your body. Right? You do things out, you do things outside of the confines of God's order, right? That's what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't line up within the confines of God's commandments and laws, right? So you think things outside of your morals, outside of, your integrity, right? You know what I'm saying? But this is a sign that you are an evil woman that's been sent by Satan. You try to use your body to get material gain. And this is what a lot of these women do in the industry. You know what I'm saying? And this is what a lot of these women do, you know what I'm saying, when it comes down to these celebrity men. Right? They try to use their body to manipulate men to try to, they try to sell their body to get what they want out of a man, to get material possessions. You an evil woman, selling your body to multiple men to get what you want, right? You know what I'm saying? Because you trying to get the ups, right? You trying to get worship, right? You trying to get famous and all this type of stuff. You selling your soul to the devil. A lot of you women, y'all have not been taught this. But this is factual. And pretty much, pretty much all women has done this. You know what I'm saying? You sleeping with a man because he paid for a meal, right? You sleeping with a man because he paid for some nachos. You sleeping with a man because he paid for a drink, right? Or some drugs. That's why you sleeping with a man. You selling your soul, right? You know what I'm saying? This is not why you're supposed to be sleeping with men. You're supposed to sleep with a man because you love him, right? Like I said, the evil woman that's been sent by Satan, she lacked the spirit of love. It's all about materials. She's all about material gain. And this is what the majority of these women are all about. You know what I'm saying? Especially in America. Right? This is why they try to compare their money to men's money. You know what I'm saying? This is why You know what I'm saying? Everything is all about money to them, right? A lot of stuff is not about God. They don't care about God, right? They just worshiping money, working all these hours at work. I don't have no problem with a woman working a lot of hours at work. That's what you choose to do. That's what you choose to do. But when you put money before God, which a lot of women are doing, this is why a lot of these women are selling their body to men for their money, right? They put money before God, right? That's sin. You know what I'm saying? But this is a sign of you woman that's been sent by Satan, right? You know, and you can tell a woman is like that because she'll try to start playing games. When you tell a woman to come over, right? You know what I'm saying? She won't come over. She'll lie to you and use all these different type of excuses because she don't love you, right? She only love what you are buying for her. So if you're dealing with a woman that's only loving what you're doing for her, right? Materialistically, that's a woman that's been sent by Satan. All right, she's an evil woman. All right, guys. This is why I tell you, men, to get with a woman that like you for you. They gotta have a high interest in you, not low interest. Because women that has low interest, they vibrate at a low frequency. They try to manipulate you to gain material gain, and they'll use their body to do that. Right? Like I said, a lot of these women, they filthy, they dirty. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been taught to be dirty. They've been taught to be filthy. They've been taught to be nasty. Right? You know, they've been taught to, like I said, go around sleeping with a whole bunch of men for money. Right? For what they got. All right, guys? Instead of being genuine. All right, guys? So, a lot of women, they've been taught wrong. That's the thing. By other women. All right, guys? Number 7, guys. You prey on the weak for your advantage. Guys, this is a sign of an evil woman that's been sent by the devil, by Satan, guys. By the devil, same person, right? You prey on weak people. And a lot of women, they do this. They prey on weak men. They prey on weak women to try to control them. To try to use them. Right? And like I said, man, this is why it's best to have God in your life. This is why it's best to be vibrating at a high frequency. This is why it's best to not fall for the trickery, right? The technology of the devil. Because it all works in symbiotic connection, with demons, right? When a person is trying to do that, they preying on weak people. A lot of women, they do this. They prey on weak people. And most likely they prey on weak men. Weak men that's full of lust. They can't control they lust, guys. A woman is preying on you. If you cannot control your lust, a woman is preying on you. And this is why you keep getting used by women. Right? Because you can't control your lust. Right? And plus you probably not straight up with a woman. You got to be straight up with women. I'm straight up woman. I don't have time to play games. I don't have time to waste time. Alright? I just don't have time for that. You know what I'm saying? I only got one life to live. But this is a sign of an evil woman that's been sent by Satan. She preys on the weak. Excuse me, guys. You're trying to take advantage, just trying to manipulate, guys. Hope you guys somebody this video. Hope it helped you out and encourage you in some sort of way, guys. It's Coben. I'm out, man.